Hello, welcome to the astrology readings for the 20th through to the 26th of May 2024. If you are watching this and it's outside of those dates, then there will be a message in here for you. Okay, just if you're watching it randomly, yeah, it'll be a message for you. My guides deliberately add in a message for whoever is listening at each one of these stages as well. Okay, so you know, if you're listening to the Taurus and you're not a Taurus, there'll be something in there for you as well. It's something that the guides like to do. Okay, with that. Okay, so I just want to say a big thank you to all of the lovely patrons, the newest members: CH, Jessica W, Alexis M, Elsie, and a big thank you to all standing supporters as well. I truly appreciate each one of you. It says so in that banner. That's what it feels like. Gracie, Sarah, Christina, Shannon, Claire, Greg, Christine, Melissa, Julie, Vera, Renee, Lisa, Kelly, Ron, Terry, Sherry, Stephanie, Arejo, Linda, Julie, another Julie, Deb, Anita, another Shannon, Phil, Doreen, Devon, and Elizabeth. So each one of you lovely people help me to carry on doing what I do, and I appreciate you very much. So I'm sorry I haven't been around. There has been some very hefty family things going on with my granddaughter being very unwell. She was born last Monday, I believe it was Monday, and yeah, so and she was in special care baby unit, but the high dependency part of it. But she's on the mend now. Everything is going really, really well. And, you know, thanks to all of your healing and all of your love. But that's kind of why I've had to back off from, you know, being out here and doing the things that I usually do online. But thank you. Okay, so we are going to be doing order the astrology. We're going to start off with the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then the signs, which are Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries. Air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and finishing off with water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancerians. Okay, so we do rotate these, me and my guides, so the royal we do rotate these every week. Okay, so every time I do this, so next week it will be the fire signs last, and then the air signs, water signs. So sorry, it will be the earth signs, you know, the water signs first. Sorry, it rotates like that. So whatever was last is going to be first. So yeah, just so that you know how that goes. Yeah, so thank you to all the Patreons there. You know, we appreciate you very, very much. Now, this is the second video because the first video I tried to do this live and it was playing up so much that I had to come away and do it recorded. So, yeah, yeah, sorry about that, everybody. So let's go straight through, and we're going to start with the earth signs, which is Taurus. Okay, so this will be time stamp 4:30. So what major arcana card is going to be representing Taurus? Okay, what is it going to be? Let's have a look. Okay, it is the Chariot. Okay, so this is where the Chariot says you got to choose. You got to make a choice. You know what it is to be you. Know what it is to to do the right thing. And sometimes we have to pick a side. Sometimes we have to, you know, make that decision. Otherwise, it's going to be made for you. Looking at things, weighing it up, you know, looking at the pros and cons, okay, before you decide on what you're going to do. Now, that could be weighing up the pros and cons within a relationship, whether that is a love life relationship or a family situation or friendship. Sometimes it can be a financial thing between two jobs, maybe, or between whether or not you're going to take one deal or another. You know, feeling in that crossroads energy. Okay, so that's why you have the Chariots at this time. Okay, so I just want to see what else is going on now for Taurus. So bear with me, just tuning in now. Okay, so just for my spirit guides benefit, the 20th through to the 26th of May. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of new beginnings, especially when it comes to money and finances. Okay, that is where that Chariot comes in with the crossroads. You're going to have to decide whether or not you want to carry on the path that you're on, because I do think there's going to be an opportunity that will give you the recognition and reward that you have been searching for. Now, this could be somebody, or it could be some, you know, an opportunity that doesn't come up very often. But I am seeing this party energy. I'm seeing that feeling of celebrating. Okay, so now when you have a reading like this, sometimes that you know, job offer or promotion or extra responsibility within a job can sometimes be connected to your partner. You know, if you've got a partner connected to you, then sometimes it can be that. Okay, so be open-minded about that. This is coming into your pathway, okay, next week, okay, around the beginning of next week. Again, all of these cards are the same thing. So the Seven of Pentacles is my, you know, he's got two pentacles in his hand, which is money. Okay, finding out which way what he's going to do with this money. Now, what he has been doing with this money has been planting it here, and it hasn't actually worked. You know, it feels as if you're not getting much reward from it. So it's like this is the decision time. Hence the Chariot. You know, where do you go now? You then get a job offer. Ace is always the beginning of Pentacles is money. So the beginning of a money opportunity. And that is the party card, celebration, achievement, you know, opportunity. So, you know, it's a good time. It's a good time for you. This is my self-employed card. It's always been the King of Pentacles here in the cosmic deck. So yeah, this is saying that this opportunity has, I think for a lot of people, it's going to be a project on the side of what you're doing. Okay, something which is like a hobby turns into a money-making venture. There is a very bubbly, happy person around you, but there's also this energy is needed within this new job, within this new opportunity. There's a need to have that high vibrational energy. So let out that inner child, let out that kind of buoyancy, bouncy energy, because if you go in on a flat energy, you know, it's like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work or not. You know, that is not going to get you anywhere. So go in with the high vibrational energy and you'll be very, very surprised. Sometimes we have to be selfish. Sometimes we have to pick ourselves above other people sometimes. Maybe this is the time for you to do that. Maybe that is. Yeah, it's saying stand your ground. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down. I feel as if you're going to be trying to persuade people that you know what you're doing, even though it might look as if you don't. Okay, but you've had this download, you've had this information come through that says go in this direction, it's going to work for you. You got another ace, which is boredom, restlessness. Maybe you have been bored for a while. Maybe you haven't, your skills haven't been tested, and maybe this is the opportunity that you need. The judgment time. Sometimes sometimes there's a need to not be judged. sometimes it's like, you know, you keep judging me when actually, you know, sometimes we need to point the finger at ourselves before we point the finger at someone else. Maybe, you know, the lesson is to be more open-minded, really. So there you go. That's what I have for our lovely Taurus. Okay, so this is Virgos. Okay, the 20th through to the 26th of May. I'm just tuning in now, see what major arcana card is linked. Or let me put this one back. I'm going to put the Chariot back in randomly into the deck. Okay, here we go. It's this one, which is the World. Okay, so fantastic. You don't get better than the World unless it was the Sun. The Sun and the World are two of the best cards in the tarot. And this means that anything that's happening is going to turn out better than you realized. Okay, so this is a new opportunity for things to go right, for things to click into place when you actually thought it was going to go the opposite way. Okay, so you know, start to see things emerge in your life with more purpose, with a better outcome for the future. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look and see what else we've got. Okay, that's funny. It flipped over onto the Virgo. That is my Virgo card. Okay, in the cosmic deck. So Virgos, they plan. They like to plan ahead. They always have. What can I get from this situation? How can I get this to work for me? What can I learn from this so that it makes me a better person? Okay, so they are always thinking like that, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. You know, this is just how it works. Okay, so let's have a little look. But with Virgos, it does mean that their mind goes bing, 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 bing all the time. All right, so tuning in now. Ooh, they all kind of bunch together then. That's it. Okay, I've done it. You know, this is the initial celebration where you know how well you've done because you know how hard it's been for you. Okay, so this is where, you know, you should be proud of yourself. If you're not sitting there proud of yourself, then I think this is kind of like a kick up the bum saying, come on, you know, really look at where you were, look at where you are now. Okay, so the two, now the Two of Cups, it can mean an attraction to another person. It can mean excuse me, it can mean you know, somebody being attracted to you. It can mean that you are making a difference in someone else's world, and they are clearly showing signs of being happy. Okay, truly happy. Now the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is reuniting with somebody from the past, somebody that you have been estranged from, connected, back in touch with. So looking at these, there is, you know, somebody is thinking about you. They miss you in their life. They feel as if they are trying to reach out to make things right again. They are trying to rekindle what was. Okay, this is going to bring you a lot of you know, satisfaction, a feeling of, you know, this is I knew that they would miss me kind of energy. Okay, so now by the middle of the week, you've got this looking after yourself card, the Seven of Swords. Now this one you can see is my safety blanket. So looking at things that are going on in your life, and it's like give yourself a break. You know, start kind of looking at yourself as a human being and not some sort of robot that is supposed to do everything absolutely perfectly. You know, you're learning things as you go along. There are people around you who are teaching you, you know, a lot about yourself and the way that you handle things. It's important. So you've got the energy of the Taurian, who is a plodder, steady, hardworking, reliable type of person. And this is the person who likes things perfectly. Okay, so, you know, looking at these cards together, this just shows me that, you know, you have been expecting perfection from yourself, but also perfection from other people. Your standards are maybe too high for someone else. You know, we always expect someone else to be as dedicated and as, you know, good at what they do. You know, and sometimes it's not, you know, they're doing a job maybe that is like was just a job to them, but for you it's something far more than that. And you know, so, you know, sometimes it can be this strong feeling in your life that that you know, you've got to be proud of what you do as well. So let others, you know, do what they have to do. So it's like, don't try and expect too much of other people. If you want something done, then sometimes cliche, but that's what that is going on in the middle of the week. By the end of the week, you've got the Two of Swords, okay, which is, you know, not talking to somebody, maybe you're keeping your mouth shut about something. You've got the Seven of Cups, which is tormented, being emotional, and you've got the Eight of Cups, which is letting go, walking away. So looking at these cards together, there is definitely going to be a bit of an emotional situation in the middle of the week where you will feel like you can't take any more emotionally. Maybe you've kind of said yes to commitment when, you know, you really weren't able to give that commitment back. Maybe there has been, you know, situations that have been quite overwhelming, and emotionally it's like, I'm done. For other people, it could be that someone else has said, I can't do what you want of me. You know, you are expecting too much of me, and therefore I have to let you go. I have to move on. Well, we do have the World card, which does indicate, you know, hang on in there. Things are going to work out for the best. You know, sometimes there is a bit of a kick up the arse that is needed. Sometimes we have to realize, you know, how much somebody means to us by something coming to an end, or something kind of, you know, pausing, stopping, and then moving on again, okay, or getting back together, reuniting. So yeah, just hang on in there. There seems to be a bit of a blip to do with that, and that's around the middle to the end of next week. But on the whole, you know, hang on in there. It's going to be worthwhile, even though it might be a bit dramatic in the middle of the week. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see for our lovely Virgos. Okay, have a wonderful week, Virgo. Okay, so Capricorn, I'm going to put the World card back in the deck. Okay, this is just the major arcana cards here. So let's have a look and see what week Capricorns are going to be having. Okay, so, oh, that card just flew out there. So that's the wheel. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Now the wheel energy to me is going in the right direction, but this does mean that things are not going to stay the same as they were. And so we have to decide how that happens, okay, when we do the reading. So with the energy of this, the wheel. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I'm going to tune in now for Capricorns. Here we go. Okay, so I'm seeing some friendships and things. They show me a lot of it's like people coming back into your life who have been estranged, people that had no, they did not want to be part of your life. You didn't want them to be part of your life. There was difficulties, you know, falling outs, lack of understanding on both sides. And that has then caused this break, okay, in communication. Well, it's all back. It's all back now. And I feel there's going to be a lot of celebrations, going to be a lot of joy, pure joy and happiness. That doesn't mean to say that you can hand on heart say that you forgive each other, you know, for not being there at the hard times that you've been experiencing over this last kind of year or so. But I do feel that, you know, this can be a fresh start, but both of you have to decide to move all of that crap that has been festering, okay, within, you know, your thought patterns and your emotions. You've got to let that go now and move that into, you know, a pile of it doesn't matter anymore, okay. All that matters now is the future, what's going to happen next. So I've got a character who's going to be very strong in your life, okay, around the middle of this next week. Now, this person doesn't like confrontation. And this also means that you won't like confrontation next week. You're trying to avoid it. You're trying to avoid that misinterpretation of, you know, help or not help, be helped or you know, do it alone. Because I feel that, you know, as somebody is trying to push people away, the other person is trying to push through those barriers. And it is, you know, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to carry on trying to be an island? Are you going to try and do everything yourself? Or are you going to admit that maybe you do need a friend, you do need somebody who can be there in your life? There is going to be some talk about, you know, your home, your accommodation. Are you feeling as if with where you are, or should it be a discussion about maybe, you know, what is going to happen in the future regarding your home? Are you going to settle? Are you going to, you know, do work to your home? Are you going to pay some money out to get those repairs done? Or are you going to say, no, I'm going to be moving. We're not going to be here. You know, things need to change. So I feel as if I'm hearing this conversation back and forth regarding your home. This can also be somebody else around you who is talking to you about, you know, their options and what it is that they want to do. I'm seeing spirit kind of around, and they're trying to guide each one of you that is involved in this conversation. They're trying to guide you into, you know, the best way forward and what you could do, okay, with your situation. And so, yeah, so watch out for signs. Sometimes spirit like to communicate through signs. So it could be that you, I don't know, pick up, I don't know, a leaflet or something, and it's got on it moving, the word moving, very, very broad and bold on it, you know. And so, yeah, just watch out for those signs, because you know, you might seem as if that, you know, that doesn't, that's not relevant to me, but actually, when you think of it in an abstract way, it does actually mean something. I can see that spirit guides are saying, you know, whatever you need, we'll provide it for you. But all you have to do is ask. So make sure that you don't kind of isolate yourself away from spirit and not ask the questions that need to be asked. Okay. It's okay to ask spirit for help. So I'm seeing at the end of the week, there's going to be lots of ideas going off, bouncing around in your head, more ideas than normal, new ways of getting to the destination that you want by different means. Okay, that is kind of like very, very strong kind of energy there. I feel as if there is a young person around you who is going to really need your support and love and, you know, understanding. They are not expressing themselves as well as they think they are. So it could be that they think that you can read between the lines and you can know what it is they're feeling and what they need and what they want, but actually it's not working as well. So yeah, what the wheel basically is saying, when I look at these cards, there's going to be a lot of changes to do with friendships, to do with, you know, for some people it will be love life, for other people's it will be friendships or family members, but there is a lot of reconnecting going on, you know, re-establishing kind of boundaries and things in conversations where there has been fallouts or misunderstandings, that is then being revived. Spirit guides are definitely around you, and there's going to be some discussions and talks about rerouting or moving, staying put or moving. Okay. Don't like confrontations, so try not to be confrontating to others as well. Something to do with anger and frustration also around a person who is being quite immature. I'm hearing this anger around them, and they're not kind of reacting in the best way possible. So that, you know, again, that can cause misunderstandings or be because of misunderstandings. So be quite clear and precise about what it is you feel, what it is that you want to get across. Okay, it's very important this week, definitely, for Capricorns. So there you go. That is what I get for Capricorns. Right, so the Leos. Okay, let's have a look. The card from the last one is going back in the middle of the deck here. Okay, so this is Leos. Lovely Leos. Let's have a look. And that's where it stops. So I'm going to do that one. Okay, so this is the Empress. Okay. Now that can be literal for somebody. Somebody may be expecting a baby, or there's an announcement about a pregnancy. There can be somebody who's talking about whether or not they want a baby now, whether or not that is what they're planning, or they're talking about it. Okay, but that's all linked. Okay. Also somebody who is talking about a business idea that has got good potential as well, and they're talking about the timing to do with launching maybe that business idea. You know, is it the time to do it right now? You know, maybe you tried something in the past and it just didn't work. Maybe it's about trying something different. Okay, so let me tune in now to Leos, and we will see what we get for the week. Okay, so we've got a few secrets around. Somebody keeping a secret, something you know, has to be kept private. You know, make sure that nobody knows. You know, I'm going to tell you something, but it can't be leaked out. So there's something like that happening, and conversations about that happening. You know, in your world, around your world. So sometimes those secrets are things that are going to be revealed. So, you know, whoever is keeping secrets, maybe they need to talking to, because it feels like it's unstable. Okay, in you know, who they're trusting. So sometimes it's about covering your arse. And that sounds a bit wrong, but that's what they're saying. Cover your arse. Make sure that you have got a plan B if you are having that difficulty keeping your secrets, or somebody keeping yours, you know, you keeping theirs. So, you know, you're trying to find the right balance there. I've got this wishes kind of energy, and wanting to create more wishes for yourself, more things to look forward to in the future. You know, really trying hard to get excited about what it is that you're going to be doing and achieving. I'm feeling a light-hearted energy around you, and not really taking things very seriously, when sometimes maybe you should have. Maybe you're being a bit flippant and light-hearted about things. you know, it all depends. It could be that this is somebody else around you who isn't taking things seriously, and you just want to kick them up the bum and say, hey, this is serious here. This is something that needs to be addressed. And, you know, why are you finding humor in this when actually, you know, we need to talk. The middle of the week is going to start off with that leap of faith, because I do have the Fool card. Okay, and the Fool card is going to end up the middle of the week with the Tower. Okay, so you are going to be making a decision or doing something on life. So this could be a heads up warning to say, you know, don't make rash decisions kind of at the middle of the week, or perhaps this week is not a good time to make rash, quick decisions. Sometimes we have to think things through. We have to kind of analyze what is best for us. You know, we can go back to that secrets kind of energy as well. Therefore, who you tell, okay, if you're kind of a person you tell it to, can they actually, you know, keep it, you know, to themselves? You know, is it fair to ask this person to keep it secret when there's too much going on? Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of decisions that are bouncing around, I feel, in your mind, and you know, you're trying to make sense of the, you know, the outcomes of all of this. Somebody's crown's going to be knocked off, meaning somebody that you once respected or once thought, you know, a lot of, I feel, is going to be kind of making their true self known. Okay, so, you know, sometimes we shouldn't put people on pedestals. We shouldn't expect people to be everything that we are. You know, sometimes people are just people. It's the way they are. Okay, they are not perfect. And is it okay for people to not be perfect? And absolutely it is. We're here to learn lessons in our life. Okay, I'm seeing some paperwork as well for Leos coming up the middle of the week. Very important paperwork documents. Putting your name down for something is also going to be very important. Celebration of achievement. It's like I'm hearing people say well done. I'm hearing you say well done to yourself, as well, as you look yourself in the eye and a mirror and you're going, we did so good, didn't we do good? So yeah, I feel as if this is to do with standing up for yourself, standing up for you know, the fact that you're not a pushover anymore, that people can't take you for granted and get away with it the way they used to, especially when it comes to love life or personal life. You know, this is it now. This is it. So yeah, you're kind of coming out of your kind of meek and mild kind of energy and going straight into don't push me kind of energy, you know, and it's okay. It's absolutely okay to be like that. I can see some contracts around you. Okay, contracts. I can see kind of being, it's fairness. Okay, they're talking about fairness and balance. Okay, this week. Very important. Okay, so there you go. That's what is going on. Okay, so Sagittarius, 20th through to the 26th of May. Okay, so I'm going to place the last card in here. So what is the major arcana card for Sagittarius this week? Okay, it's that one. Ooh, the Lover's card. Okay, so the Lover's card can mean, obviously, the usual. It can mean to do with love life, to do with partnerships. But it can be business partnerships as well, believe it or not. It can be connections. It all depends on what cards are surrounding it. Okay, but yeah, so this basically is indicating connections that you have with others and how that all works together. So let's see what other cards there is. Okay, so just going to tune in now for Sagittarius. Oh, that card didn't want to go in, so we leave that one out. Okay, so nor did that. Okay, they're a bit lively for you, Sagittarius. Oh, and another one. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is crazy. Right, let's look at the cards that fell out first. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. That means changes in the home, changes in a business. Okay, building, making things better. Okay, it's the building blocks of business, making good business choices and decisions, improving on something that you are doing, which is it could be your living arrangements, you're improving on those. It can be like a small business, maybe a hobby, you're going up a level and doing something even better with it. Okay, but it is moving, changes, DIY, things like that. Can be gardening. You know, there's just it's a bit chaotic actually, but it's actually organized chaos. Wheel of Fortune, obviously, is a change as well. So this is chaotic changes. And these are the cards that fell out, by the way, guys. So this is an Aquarian energy. So think about somebody who's a bit quirky, a bit funny. Maybe you're feeling a bit quirky. Maybe you've just all of a sudden decided that you're going to decorate something, or you're going to change rooms around, or, you know, change your furniture, or you're going to completely sell something and then buy something new, you know, just because, you know, this is because of a boredom. It's because you want some excitement in your life, and, you know, for some reason it's not exciting enough, or maybe it's been, yeah, just one of those weeks maybe. Okay, tell me about it. So so I feel as if I've got to put some more energy in the cards. Okay, so because they are obviously very bouncy right now for Sagittarians. Okay, right. Okay, so I also feel as if there is a need for strength. It's a need to keep your cool. Try not to lose your temper. Try not to get agitated by other people, because it won't work in your favor. Okay, this week. You know, when whatever your actions are is going to be logged, and it's going to show up in your future. So sometimes we make these rash decisions and we don't think anything of it. And then later on in our life, it says, do you remember when you were 16 and this happened? Or do you remember when you were 26 and you're now 56? And they're going, you know, it's in your record that you did this, or you made that decision. So watch out that whatever you're doing is not going to come up later on and bite you on the arse, because I feel that it could do. So they're asking you to take a step back before you do anything hasty or rash regarding your temper, your anger, or your... Okay. We've got that Fool card, which is spur of the moment energy, you know, but I feel by the middle of the week, the your intentions, your spur of the moment kind of discussions and decisions, they're actually going to work in your favor at that point. Because I do have the Three of Wands, which is, I'm proud of how I've handled this. I'm proud of my actions. Okay, this is actually better than I thought. Okay, but it will be sudden. Okay, so you've got the Fool card, which means sudden. Okay, and father figure, fatherly character, a father figure, or an authority person, somebody who's being quite authoritative. This person wants to be judgmental. This person wants to find you guilty for something. They want you to be the one that's in the wrong. There's somebody trying to trip you up. There's somebody trying to manipulate you so that you do something that you know, you will regret. So watch out for mind games this week, Sagittarians, because you may fall straight into it, and I really don't want you to. Sometimes you feel as if I'm backed into a corner here. What do I do? If I decide this, then I'm going to look like that. If I do this, or if I do nothing, this is going to happen. So, you know, sometimes we have to get a check on our ego and say, do you know what? Does it matter? Does it really matter if people see me like this? All it matters is that I can hold my head up high and say, I have pride in myself. I have, I have dignity, and I'm not going to resort down to your level. So, yeah, tricky week, I would say, Sagittarians, but have your wits about you. That's why they were so jumpy and bouncy all over the place. Okay, so, but all partnerships, either business partnerships or partnerships in love. Okay, so I'm going to slip this back into the deck. Okay, and yeah, we're going to be moving on to Aries. So this is Aries. Okay, right, so we've done the earth signs. This will be the end of the fire signs. After that, we will be doing air and then water signs to finish. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate now on the major arcana card for this week. And I've put the other card back in there. Okay, so so we've got the Lovers card again. So again, partnerships. Oh, I just got the word betrayal. Okay, betrayal. So there is somebody who's claiming that they have been betrayed. They have been treated badly. I'm getting the words misleading someone, deliberately misleading someone, skirting around the truth, not being completely honest. So there's a lot of kind of drama coming up, I feel. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be you directly. Okay, so remember that. It doesn't have to be you directly, but you can be involved around it, or this can be, you know, in your life. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this deck and just see what else they want to say. Okay, about next week. Oh, that card just did not want to go in, and that's the Emperor. So that could be something to do with authority figures, people who want to be classed as authority or want to be the boss. All right. Okay, so yeah, things they give me, and then I have to then juggle it about to see how I'm going to word it. All right, so it feels like somebody needs to be away from other people. So this can be, it's not beneficial sometimes to be around people who are dishonest, people who have lied deliberately, people who have manipulated you or the people around you. And I feel as if there is a person around you who's done just that. You're deciding to not have them in your life. Okay, distance yourself from them. And I do get the thumbs up from the spirit world, thumbs up from your guides saying, yes, this is the best course of action for sure. There seems to be a bit of confusion around a property or around accommodation, okay, as well. And this is going to lead to, you know, again, is pick a side. Some people, I feel as if there is a bit of a divide going on. Okay, this divide is linking to, you know, friends of this couple, friends of family, friends who, you know, maybe acquaintance friends. But yeah, there's a lot of confusion there. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be you directly, but you will be kind of around this situation. And this will be around the beginning of this next week. They're also showing me keys and a property, okay, opening new doors to a property. You've got 2 9s here. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and both of those are kind of like you're nearly there. You've nearly completed, but there seems to be a last minute obstacle to do with a transaction linking to money or finances, and probably linked to this property. Okay, and there is somebody who is interfering in a way that they that shows that they are not somebody to trust. Okay, that's what this feels like here. By the middle of the week, everything comes, you know, it's like everything comes to a head around the middle of this next week. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is a large amount of money. We've got a bit of eruption. So this is kind of like, you know, the ups and downs of things. And, you know, sometimes things need to get to the surface in order to deal with whatever ugliness is around it. And this is with it. It's the most sarcastic card in the deck. So that, you know, you can't not deal with this situation. You can't just ignore it and hope it's going to go away. That's for sure. So yeah, this is going to be very much prominent in your life, and it does feel as if it's linked with authority figures, either somebody who's trying to be a boss or be bossy. Okay. By the end of the week, everything is resolved and sorted out. This is all good. You have had to kind of like show strength of character. You've had to kind of like say, you know, this is my life. This is not about you. This is about me. And taking a leap of faith. I don't know why, but I'm going to do this. And that's the success card saying you personally feel amazing that you did this. You feel amazing that you got through all of that and come out on top of it all. Okay, at the end. So yeah, so that is what's going on with our Arians. Okay, so Aquarius now. Okay, 20th through to the 26th of May. Let's see what major arcana card is going to be for this week. It is the Justice. Okay, so this is about getting your justice. This is about what's right and what's wrong. It's about official documents, sorting out letters officially, finding out where you stand in certain ways, maybe within the law or within your rights. Sometimes it's about your sovereignty. Sometimes it's about who may have done you wrong. Okay, and you're kind of seeking karmic justice. Okay, so that's basically what that card means briefly there. So let's have a look and see what I see for the rest of the week there for Aquarius. All right. Okay, so lots of outspoken words, having to get your point across. And sometimes when we have to get our point across, we have to find different ways, sometimes creative ways of getting our opinion out there. And I can see that this is coming from the heart. So this is something very significant to you. I feel that sometimes you have been a little bit too kind of you know, not taking things seriously in the past, and now all of a sudden you're having to be serious, which other people maybe are not used to, and so they don't know how to take you at this time. They're talking about this isolating your emotions, going deep within yourself, you know, and this is an education for you, so you are not used to this. Like I said, you're not used to this. There is somebody also around you who is in education or is learning new skills. And maybe this is where this documents comes in. Maybe this is where, you know, you're signing up for something. Maybe you've bought a workshop or a course or something along those lines. That would make, you know, sense with these cards that I've got here. But as I said, it is basically being opinionated in your own way, even if that's quirky. Okay, so emotionally, there's a bit of rejection and a feeling of I'm always putting more effort in than I'm getting back out of my situation. And this seems to be unfair. There's somebody also around you at this time who can be a bit blunt with you, a bit, you know, straight talking, and can be critical, you know, and critical for no good reason. So imagine that you are with somebody for 50 years and you've heard all of their jokes and you've laughed along for 50 years and, you know, there's been all sorts going on. But then it gets to the stage where it's like, you know, nagging and, you know, being, so there is something like that going on. But I don't feel as if you've necessarily done the 50 years. But there is somebody you're finding it difficult to tolerate them. And this doesn't have to be a partner. This can be a friend, a sibling, you know, yeah, it can be, you know, partner. But I just feel as if it's like, is it time to break free? Are you asking yourself, do I like who I am when I'm around them? You know, am I the same person as I have always been? And another thing to ask is, you know, we all change in life, and has your partner changed, or are you outgrowing your partner or your friendship or your family member? Now, all these questions are running around your head. Does it mean that you're going to, you know, move on and leave your partner? No, this is just sometimes, this is something that gets asked in your own mind, okay? And I just feel as if there's just a few little doubts, niggly doubts going on here. Okay, by the end of this next week, I feel as if there is the realization that actually there's not a lot wrong with the relationship. It's more your relationship with yourself and the fact that you are not getting out, you're not enjoying yourself, you stopped doing all life. And so this is where it's like, I need to put more effort in to my relationships, to my friendships, to my inner circle. And that could be, you know, finding interests that is just for you. So that's hobbies, that's finding a new set of friends that stimulate your mind. And so sometimes it's like your partner, we always think our partner has to be our counselor, be our financial advisor, be our, you know, comedian. You know, they have to be all of these things when actually that's too much pressure to put on one person. Sometimes it's all about maybe realizing that you have an obligation to yourself to spread your energy to other groups of friendship so that they can feed your energy. And I feel this is going to be a big process. So like I said, for some of you, it will be to do with your relationship, your love life. Others, it will be a friendship or a partnership. Okay, it's about outgrowing who you're around. So, yeah, that's what they wanted to say for Aquarius. Okay, so it's balancing out. Yeah. So there you go. That is for our. Okay, so we are now on Geminis. Okay, so we've got Libra to go next, and then we've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Okay, so let's have a look and see the major arcana card here. It is this next one, which is the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is about looking at things from a different angle, looking at life from all different directions. Okay, what you once thought was I would never even think of doing this, or no, that's not my opinion, I've got different opinion to that. And then all of a sudden things start to turn around or change, and that's usually the universe saying you was a little bit too hasty in making that decision or coming to that realization. Okay, sometimes we have to grow spiritually, in our consciousness we have to grow, and this is why you have the Hanged Man. It can also mean that you have to be patient and look at alternatives in life. Sometimes the universe pauses your life so that you can ask yourself, actually, do I need to, or am I happy, or is this the right thing to do? Okay, it's giving you that get out of jail free card. That's what it's doing for you. So it's actually not a bad thing. It just feels frustrating at the time because you're blinkered or one-minded as to what you want to do. It's like, I always wanted to do this, but actually the realization is the universe is saying, are you sure? Are you sure that's still your wish, your goal, or is it habit that's what you want? Okay, it could be the wish has taken so long to get here that now it's not suitable for you. So let's have a look and see what else they want to tell Geminis. Okay. Oh, he's starting off with the Sun. The Sun card is happiness, joy, being at bliss, okay, with your life, with yourself. I can see there being the start of the week is about that. It's like a what do they say? A skip to your step. You're feeling very light-hearted. You're feeling very emotional and very fun to be around as well. Everybody wants to be around your energy. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. You're going with that change, but you're in this really good place. There's a lot of research going on, and I'm seeing you looking up facts and figures. You are studying, but that doesn't have to be studying linking to, I don't know, like a workshop or a class. Sometimes that is finding out information that is going to help you and educate you on your situation, maybe. It is good news. You then have the Ace of Wands, which can be, from that energy of boredom and restlessness comes, I know I'm going to look into that interest. I'm going to look into that idea that I had. And when that idea comes about, you then want to get into it and to work hard at it. And this is very, very exciting. There is somebody who is being romantic to you, or being generous or helpful or kind. Okay, and I feel that this kind of energy, you're thinking to yourself, is this true? Or there's a bit of cynical to this, and it's like, well, what do they want in return? And sometimes they don't want anything other than your happiness, other than to make you feel good. But there is also some people out there who it's the opposite. You're creating a romantic gesture, okay, to someone that you have got a lot of time for, and so sometimes it is that, but it is it's a lovely feeling. It feels a good feeling. Okay, there. Let's have a look. There is somebody getting jealous though. There's somebody's noticing the attention that you are giving this other person, or this other person's giving you, and it's like, well, where do I stand with this? What's going on? And at the end of the week, there's a lot of people nagging you, a lot of people trying to gossip or trying to give you information that you really don't want. I can see that in a spiritual way, you're looking at them thinking that's such a low vibration, talking about other people in that way, being that kind of so-called bitchy energy, and negative vibrations. And so I feel as if you're more and more understanding conversations and the energy that they bring, and whoever brings that information as well, i.e., you know, maybe a friend, and all that they ever talk about is other people, or the down kind of energy that you know, is going on. So I feel that you know, it may be time for that kind of shedding energy and a moving on energy as well. But yeah, it's like sometimes, like you've got the Hanged Man, you're looking at things from a very different angle. What once interested you with conversations like that, now you think, I don't like the feeling that that gives me when I anymore. So yeah, there you go. That's what I get for Geminis. Okay. Okay, so this is now Libra, and this is my lovely hubby, Mr. Greg Prescott. Bless you. And this is, so he's a triple Libra. I've got Libra rising, so I'm going to do Libra. Let's have a look. So I've put the other card back in here. So let's see what energy Major Arcana card is for Libras at this week. It's this card. Oh, Strength. Okay, so bring out that kind of tiger or tigress. Bring out that in you this week for sure. Show other people how strong you are. Show other people how resilient you are. Not in an aggressive way, but in a graceful kind of energy, where you know, you're not going to take any crap from anyone. You're not going to you know, allow people to talk down to you. That, you know, people see you as an equal, you know, within your life. So yeah, just it's that energy there. So let's have a look and see what else we have. So this is the 20th through to the 26th of May 2024. Okay, today's date is the 20th at the moment. So I'm just going to tune it into your energy and see what they want to tell you. Okay, so the beginning of the week. Beginning of the week, you're kind of looking around your home and thinking, spending a lot of time at home. Do I actually enjoy my home? Do I like my home? Do I want to move? Okay, because you have the Hermit card, which, as you see, is your home. It's also your wisdom, your alone time. And then you have the Six of Swords, which, as you can see, is looking ahead. And you can see the sunshine there. So it's looking ahead, energetically wise. Okay, and the reason why I know it's energy is because we have the Ace of Pentacles. So these three cards together just tell me that there is something to do with a financial decision. It's linking to moving, and it's linking to the home. Okay, and yeah, that's very significant to the conversation that Greg and I had recently. So yeah, so I can see this. So yeah, there is an opportunity of a new job, different to what you're used to, and I'm seeing this being something that is going to give you less time to do other projects, but it's also going to bring in some extra money. And I feel that Spirit are going to be steering you into a different direction, a direction that is going to be surprising, but you're actually going to very much enjoy it as well. And I feel that you'll find out about this within the beginning of next week, okay? I can see that there is, you know, trying to keep everything balanced in your life. It's always a constant balance, and that's what Libras do, don't they? You can see by the Temperance card and the pouring from one cup to another, okay, energy, which is exactly what Libras do. Water is a conductor of energy, but it's also emotions. And so when you're pouring one into the other, you're trying not to spill the water, trying not to spill your energy. You're trying to get the fairness out of life, okay? So whatever you're putting in, you're wanting back, okay? Now you've got the Three of Pentacles, which again is to do with moving boxes and changes, okay? So I can see there being something exciting, you know, on the horizons. And, you know, this does indicate, you know, still the sunshine energy. I'm still seeing sunshine energy. I'm still seeing, you know, looking at life through excitement, looking at life through, you know, possibilities, you know, and achievements. Excuse me. There is a light-hearted feel about this. So there's not a heaviness regarding talking about moving. It's not like, oh, God, I've got to move. It's more to do with, you know, well, that's a possibility. And sometimes it's not you that's talking about moving. You know, obviously I'm not, I'm reading for lots of different, you know, people, Librans. Okay, some people have got Libra rising, some people have got Libra moon or sun, you know. So, you know, this to me just feels as if, you know, you've got opportunities that are surrounding you, that are leading you away from the original path that you're on, but not in a negative way. It is it's going to enhance you or give you more opportunities later on to do what it is that you really want to do. Okay, so there's somebody who is trying to stir up a little bit of problems, and I feel as if there's a bit of gossip, you know, or there's this nagging voice inside your head that you think, well, who are you? You know, why are you putting doubt into my head? And I feel as if you're going to have this little conversation going on back and forth with this nagging feeling. I am going to tell you a story about a reading that I did for somebody. And within this reading, this person said, just recently, I've been having these paranoia kind of episodes that, you know, my partner, who is a twin flame, is cheating and is not feeling happy within the relationship. And that to me just said that is, you know, being an actual twin flame relationship, there is this feeling of spirit wanting to put doubt within the mindset of the other person. And sometimes this can be in any relationship, this happens. And when you know, it's like that thought isn't coming from me, that is spirit trying to inject that into my head to make me feel paranoid, to make me feel worse in my situation. So spirit are doing a damn good job at the moment in doing, if you're feeling sad, they want you to feel, you know, terrible sadness. If you're happy, they want to make you sad again. So it's always, there's a dampen energy that they're trying to do to all of us. So just be aware that if you're not usually a jealous person, if you're not usually a person who does get weird thoughts, or a person who, you know, feeling as if they're insecure within themselves, then understand that can sometimes be negative spirit coming in and just drip feeding that, and that's where it's coming from. See? So the swords represents thoughts. It's like, whose are these thoughts? It's not my thoughts. Okay. And there's the sunshine, which says there's no truth to this. Okay. There's no truth to this. This is enhanced negative energy that is coming through. Okay. That's what's going on. All right. So that's what I see for our lovely Libras. Okay. Okay, so this is Scorpio, the 20th through to the 26th of May, 2024. Okay, so as most of you know, every week I say this is my daughter, Rhiannon, who has just had a baby Ava. Congratulations. And baby Ava is getting stronger and stronger. She has been poorly, but yeah, getting good. So yeah, soon be home, I think. All right, so let's have a look and see what's going on with Scorpios. What's the major arcana card this week for Scorpios? It is, oh, we've got the Hanged Man back again. Okay, so this is looking outside the box. This is looking, you know, it's like taking stock of what you have and thinking in a different way. And sometimes when there has been something traumatic or something that has been a shocking experience, it does make you think differently. It also makes you cherish what it is that you have and start to be realistic about what it is that you want in the future as well. So that's what is going on with the major arcana. Let's have a look at the rest. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards, bring in some energy. And this is going to be for this next week, the 20th to the 26th of May. Here we go. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. So we've got the Hanged Man again. Okay, so that's two different decks, the Hanged Man. So again, you know, you are looking at things from a different angle. Sometimes it makes you feel like that. You know, speaking on kind of, you know, Rhiannon's energy, you know, it was touch and go regarding what she was experiencing with that little baby. So it was very scary time for her. You know, has there been something going on in your life that you've had to rethink the way that you look at life or what you're doing in your life? You know, have you had a change of thought, change of ideas? You know, you was going in a certain direction, but you're kind of like now thinking, I'm not so sure anymore. Okay, so what kind of change of mind energies? Okay, there is something to do with education, learning, development, or just re-educating yourself or re-energizing your thoughts and needs. Okay, there's also this person who's got a bit of a sting in their tail around you. This person is really not somebody who is easy to get on with. I can see that this person can be very blunt with what they say or how they say it. It can also mean that sometimes when we're under stress that we've been blunt as well. And maybe it's like trying to address that and understand, you know, what has been going on there. Yeah, it's sometimes we've just got to, you know, understand it from other people's points of view. Getting into other people's energies will often do that. So look out for that next week. That's the beginning of the week for next week. Okay, so there is also this, it's a strong feeling of an idea or an inspiration that is also turning up, okay, around yourself. So I feel that then, you know, for a lot of you, there's going to be maybe the start of something, you know, that you're going to do. That can be a new job, that can be a hobby, that can be something that you can do whilst you're you know, you've got another job. There is and it does also feel like this idea that you've had, you're very inspired by it, you're very excited about it. It's a really good idea or plan. Okay, and in your mind you think this is going to be great, other people are going to see how great it is, but when you explain it to your loved ones, you've got them saying no, it's not a good idea, or, you know, they're trying to dampen down your kind of enthusiasm. And that's not going to go down very well, okay? And this could be a father figure or a fatherly character. Sometimes it can be a decision that you're trying to make, and you're trying to convince other people that you're making the right decision. And deep down, you know it's the right decision, but it doesn't make sense maybe as you're explaining it. So look, we've got these two aces, and they're turning up like that, okay, within this reading. Okay, so Ace of Wands is boredom and restlessness and wanting something to get fired up about. And the Ace of Pentacles is a chance of new job, chance of new work, you know, an opportunity that has arisen out of nothingness. And you're seeing this seedling grow, and you're thinking, I could do that. I could definitely do that. They're talking about this, yeah, it just feels like a character around you who is being very quirky and very funny and kind of thinks outside the box. And this person is going into a bit of isolation. You know, when they're going within and they are locking their thoughts and ideas, and they are locking away their emotions, and you're kind of trying to think, how can I get this person to speak out? I don't want this person to pull away. You know, that is not going to be helpful to me or anybody else. So this can be, for some people, this will be a friendship. For other people, this could be a family member, or, you know, sibling, or it can be, you know, to work with, okay? But you can see this kind of energy of somebody pulling back from you, or taking things the wrong way. And it's like, no, it wasn't meant like that. Okay, but there is a lot of lessons that are being learned as well. I'm also seeing somebody who is, every time I get this card, I'm drawn to the book here. So somebody who's going to be making, you know, writing a book, okay? I feel excited about this as well, this this lovely kind of opportunity. Yeah, so it's like sharing your book or your book ideas with somebody, but make sure that they are the right person to share these ideas with, because it sounds like there's somebody who is around you who is quite critical, or if you catch them on the wrong day, they can be very critical, when actually, you know, on the right day, they're very encouraging. So yeah, just be aware of people's ups and downs moods, okay? So it doesn't actually upset you. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see. Okay, so this is Pisces. Okay, this is me and my mum and the Pisces out there. So let's have a look. The major arcana card for Pisces is the World. So things turning out better than you thought, better than to be expected. Okay, this is exactly the card that we need right now in the family for Ava, and you know, I'm sure that there are lots of Pisces out there that are also feeling very joyful about that. The World card is one of the best cards in the deck, and it is saying, you know, thumbs up comes through it, saying you've got through the massive hurdle, and you're now coming through the right time now. You're coming through the right time, the right phase now. Okay, so yeah, it has been, yeah, something. Okay, so this is good. Let's see what the other cards say as well. Let's go through that. Let's build up the energy. 20th through to the 26th of May, please. Okay, so there is an that, you know, we've got the Nine of Wands, okay, here, which means to do with your things that you really desire, things that you really, really want, that powerful feeling of completing jobs. It's like I'm nearly there, but I'm just not. I'm not quite there's something that is holding me back from reaching that goal on a bungee rope, and it's like forward and forward. It pings. This is hard. It's hard feeling here. There is somebody who you're not talking to, or you've chosen not to talk to them, and this person has been trying to reach out to you, and you're just not sure that you want the drama. Okay, so some people come with drama. They come with that kind of sense that you know, they don't realize that they have that drama. They don't realize that you know, picking at different topics and different conversations is not something that anybody really wants to do. Okay, so I do feel as if this person is going to be rising up and coming back towards you in your life. They have changed. They've made a lot of changes in their life, and as you have, but that might not be a spiritual change. Okay, there is somebody who is independent financially, and this person is going to be showing you some kindness. It's going to be showing you some, it's like an opportunity that is facing you that you didn't expect. Okay, and I can see that it's like turning away from one person or one opportunity, and you'll face them with another one. And I do see this is a job, an actual job. It's not self-employment. This is an opportunity that you're going to be facing, that is going to give a lot of improvement in your life. The opportunity for you to balance things out financially is going to be very, very good for you. And Spirit have been organizing this and planning this in the background for you, so that you can become independent financially, okay, and no longer have to struggle the way that you have been. Okay, there's an element of perfection around you and wanting things to be perfect, wanting things to be just right. And I can see this linked with your home, an opportunity around your home. There may be an opportunity to move, you know, because of financial changes, okay, and new opportunities that have, you know, shown themselves. I know I keep saying that, I'm repeating it, and sometimes I repeat it because I'm waiting for Spirit to give me that extra information on top, but sometimes they don't. So, but yeah, so sometimes they can be quite cryptic, these spirit guides. But they are, yeah, they're talking about rerouting. Okay, they're talking about rerouting, feeling uprooted or not feeling, you know, as if you are stable. But I do feel, you know, this kind of like counteracts that feeling. So from a feeling of instability in the home, there comes the Ten of Pentacles, which is things turning around, being so much better financially for you. And they've also got a strong feeling of perfection, wanting everything to be the right way. And this is a little kind of affirmation message there. I've been very cross with Spirit recently because, you know, it's like when you're kind of like going through disaster in your life, it's really nice of Spirit to think of you and to slow down your work and slow down opportunities. But what they do, if you're self-employed, is to limit your income. So when you're going through so much stress and worry about things, you then on top of that have the financial stress on top of that, thinking, well, how am I going to afford to actually get to and fro a hospital, for instance, is what I've been going through this week. It's like everything's kind of dried up, you know, and no bookings means no money for me. And so it's been, and I've been going, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And the message I got back was, because we want to ease your load. It's like, easing my load? No, that's made it worse. Or it's like, why didn't you get opportunity for money to come to me that doesn't involve maybe working? Do you know what I mean? You know, when you just think, you know, but you know, the message that I got from it was that you need to be proactive with your wishes and make sure. So if your head isn't in work or in a situation, you know, responsibilities and things, if your head's not in it, then you're needing to instruct your spirit guides as it's happening with new angle, new information. And so these cards are very, very poignant for me. So I just thought I'd share that experience with you to try and save you the stress that I've been under this last week. Because look at those cards. I mean, those cards are really good cards, you know. So yeah, it's like you know, my landlord putting up my rent at a time of stress as well. Yeah. So you know how things are. They come in threes, don't they? In your life. Okay. There is mischievous energy out there, and like I said, when you're feeling vulnerable or you're feeling low, spirit can come in, the negative spirit can come in, and how can we create more mischief in this person's life? How can we create more misery equals more loosh, which is what they then feed off. For those of you who are awake and aware, you will understand exactly what I'm saying. For those of you who think, what is she talking about? If you think of angels or your spirit guides or your, you know, your loved ones around you, they feed off your joy. They feed off your happiness. Okay, so it's the opposite when it comes to you know, spirit. Okay, negative spirit. So negative spirit out there are going to feed off your misery, your sorrow, your disharmony. Okay, and they have been rife at work. Okay, especially in my life, trying to get through. And this is where you know, you have to keep up with your doorkeeper. Your doorkeeper is your bouncer, if you like, the person who says, yeah, you can come in, but you can't. And they stop the negative energy coming, you know, directly to you. This is why they stand on the outside looking in and trying to cause mind games, okay, with you. But this is the energy that we have along with the World card, which says they're no longer going to be able to do this because life is just going to get so much easier, so much better. And there's going to be some real joy coming into your life. Okay, so it will all work out the way it's supposed to. So there you go. That's what I see for me, Emma, and Pisces out there. Okay, so okay, so this is for Cancerians, and this is my other daughter, Meggie, who has been an absolute superstar, just going above and beyond everything, you know, looking after dogs and looking after guinea pigs and looking after fish and looking after, you know, the you know, her nieces, you know, going to the hospital, doing washing, everything you can think of in our family. So, you know, we've all done bits and pieces, but she's done amazing. So well done, Meggie. So proud of you. Anyway, let's have a look and see what is going on with Cancerians. Okay, what major arcana card is for you this week? Ready? Always the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is about car, vehicle, and travel. Okay, now the Sun is at the back of that card as well. So the Sun and the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot, yeah, it's about blissfulness, happiness with the Sun, and the Chariot is about choices, coming to that crossroads, looking at things in black and white, writing down the pros and the cons. You know, literally, you know, sometimes we have to write the pros and cons regarding any choices or decisions that we make. And I do feel as if this is going to be one of those times this week where you're going to have to really weigh it up. Sometimes it's about money. Sometimes it's about opportunities. Sometimes it's about, you know, whether or not you're happy or not. Sometimes it's all sorts of different energies. But yeah, that's going to be one of those things that's coming up this week. It can also be about changing of a car, getting a new car, you know, having to go on a journey, okay, as such, okay, as well. Can be travel plans. Okay, let's have a look and see what the tarot now have to say. Okay, so the beginning of the week. Beginning of the week, it's like I'm nearly there, but I'm stuck. Okay, so this could be, you know, because you are a perfectionist and you, it's like I'm going to do a for instance here, because it will be relevant to Cancerians too. So my daughter is a perfectionist and she makes all these creations and all these designs and things with her cryocut machine, which is a machine that can print out, you know, like anything, like, and you can actually print out like personalized things, objects and things. And she does such an amazing job at it, but she won't push and do it as a business because she doesn't feel as if she's good enough. So I'm going to say that to you guys. Is there something in your life that you know that you could do, but you're kind of holding back because you're thinking you're not good enough, or you know, there's somebody else who's better, or you know, you don't want the hassle or the stress of doing something that maybe other people will be critical of. You know, maybe they're not going to be critical, but it's just your kind of your thought patterns, and that's where they are going. Okay, so but I feel as if that's going to be coming up, the weighing up of that opportunity, whether you're going to do that or not. The Princess of Swords is my perfection card. It's like everything has to be done just so. Okay, but we sometimes put so much pressure on ourselves that we don't deserve or need. Okay, so yeah, there is a celebration though. We've got a breakthrough. So it could be that there's something that is yeah, there's something that is going to be working out really well, and you're going to be very surprised at the outcome. So I do feel as if you're kind of the energy of not feeling as if you're good enough, I feel, is going to break free, and it is going to come into your life that you know, you're no longer going to listen to that nagging voice in your head that tells you that you're not good enough. Okay, so something is breaking through from there. I can see it. Okay, so look at this. You know, you've got the World card. You have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about completion, and energetically and emotionally. And you know, the World card is really about, you know, things basically working out better than you thought, better than you realized. There's going to be juggling of money, juggling of, you know, positions of responsibility, and so this can be within a job. There is some changes within a job, and somebody has noticed just how well you've been doing. You have impressed other people, and other people have been singing your praises, and it's basically paid off, even though you might not have done it for any other reason apart from it just to do. Okay, so the right thing to do is definitely paying off for you. You know, and yeah, so I can see there's going to be a new way of earning money. this money and opportunity is going to be good for you. So throughout these readings, there is a word that keeps coming up: opportunity and choices. Okay, that is basically, there's always a theme that runs through every week, and that is it. It is choices, decisions, and opportunities. You know, and crossroads. Okay, crossroads. So there is a pregnancy card here, which means, you know, obviously there's a new baby in our lives. But is there somebody who's going to announce that they're pregnant in your life? Okay, by the end of next week. The Wheel of Fortune means changes, things being different, coming to. I feel as if it's coming to a halt. Something's coming to a halt, which means one way of living or one way of dealing with things is coming to an end, and it's going to start up in a different way. This could be to do with your mothering skills. This could be to do with your fathering skills, if you're father. It can be to do with your home life, your family, and making some choices and decisions about all of that. But it feels as if I'm becoming more organized. I'm becoming more, steady of thought patterns, and understanding very much, you know, what my role is as a person. So there's going to be a lot of people, I feel, you know, Cancerians, that is going to be, what's the word? Going to find their life path and going to carry on with it, and to move forward with it. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement around that buzzing feeling, okay, from the spirit world as well, because they've been waiting for this opportunity. They've been waiting for you to come into your own, to start to believe in yourself, so that the next phase can happen within your mind, you know. And it's like, you know, you can do this. You can do this. We just need you to believe that you can do this, and then off we go. And so there's an overflowing of love energy here, overflowing of love, you know, this the World card just comes to mind. I just keep looking at that and saying, you know, everything is going very well, very well. So that's the astrology for this week. So there's two events going on this week. It's Wednesday. Let me just get this. Yeah, it's this Wednesday, which will be, what will it be? The 23rd? Bear with me a moment. Wednesday, the 22nd of May, we will be at the Bell Inn in that's Church Hill, Shepherd's Well, near Dover, CT 157LG. Sorry, and yeah, there's a variety of different readers, and so that is going to be at the Bell Inn in Shepherd's Well. So yeah, £15 a reading for a 20-minute reading. Come along, and we'll see you there. From doors open from 6:30 for 7 p.m. start. And then also on Sunday, the 26th of May this week, we've also got a clairvoyant evening, which is those are one-to-one readings on Wednesday. On the Sunday, it's an audience event, so it's a medium, you know, stands in front of the audience and brings through messages from your loved ones from the spirit world, and that is going to be £5 entrance fee, and then if you wanted a one-to-one reading afterwards, then there are some wonderful readers available for you at the Heron, and that is Station Road, Herne Bay, right next to Herne Bay's only train station. So yeah, if you wanted to come to that, we'd love to see you there. I will be there, and there'll be other readers as well. So anyway, that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to be doing an offer on my readings very soon. So there will be 25% off my readings, okay, and that will be for the next week or so. And so if anybody does want to take me up on that offer, for the people who have, I've got to, it's not available at this moment, so give me a day, okay, to organise that offer, okay. So it's not actually showing up on the website yet, but it will. Yeah, there's yeah, you can also join Psychic Development. That's on Mondays, okay. Mondays, every Monday, there is you know, an opportunity to learn another skill, okay. Every Monday, different topic each week. Yeah, so any readings that have needed to be rescheduled will be rescheduled. Just had another message on my phone just as I was actually doing Cancerian reading, and for my family, that my granddaughter is coming from the high dependency special care baby, going down a level. So she's still in intensive care, baby intensive care, but she's actually now downgraded. So things are looking really good. She should be home soon, I think. So couldn't be happier. Very different. Last week was very different. So anyway, lots of love and take care. Have a wonderful week. Keep smiling. Try kindness to a complete stranger this week. See how that feels, okay? Wouldn't that be wonderful if we all did it? Okay, take care. Bye.